Hello, this is Tanya with TK Sewing Machine and Repair, and today I have a Singer 401A. These are just really nice machines. They just are so versatile and they can do so many different stitches. And they make really pretty stitches too. They're relatively light. These machines are made out of cast aluminum. And so they're not as heavy as some of their predecessors. This machine might weigh 25 pounds, where a Singer 15 weighs almost every bit of 40 pounds, so there's quite a bit of weight difference. This machine came to me, it was pretty clean, it was in the best shape that I've ever received a 401 in. It just needed to be cleaned and oiled. It didn't have the typical problems with lacquered oil in it like a lot of 401s have. It was moving really freely, so that was a really nice change for me. So you have your typical stitch length right here, and this is stitch width. Oh, better lift up the needle. This is stitch width. But this also is a modifier for some of the different stitches. So if you're going to be doing a straight stitch and you use this guide right here to select the type of stitch that you want to make, which makes it really nice. You know, you don't have to pull out your booklet. It's all right here. So if you're going to do a straight stitch, you want to set this top dial to A and then this bottom dial to K, and if you want a middle needle position, then you do 3. If you want to have it at a left homing position, you go to 1. Right would be number 5. In order to do zigzag, because normally, so if the machine is set this way, then this is a needle position. But if you want to do a pattern, and let's say we're going to do, let's do B and R. I like those waves. And R, this becomes your stitch width. So let's pull it all the way out to 5. We're going to make little arcs. I'm going to shorten the stitch length and find the petal. And you make some half moons. Isn't that pretty? Pretty half moons, and the stitches are just beautiful. So, so those are the primary settings, and then it says red lever controls the width. So we made the widest width from left to right for those half moons. So then if we want to do a specialty stitch, let's do, I want to do something that you guys can see easily on the screen. Let's do I and P. So go down to I and down to P. Oh, that's N. There's P. And then, so it says red lever at 3, and that will do that particular stitch. So here we go. We're going to bring it down even further in terms of length so we can get the best stitch out of this. And then if we bring it even finer within the fine zone, that's a little bit too fine. We want it to move. And you're able to make this pretty decorative stitch. So this was a longer stitch length, and this is the shorter stitch length. Same setting, but you get a different look. And so this was at ultra fine, almost like buttonhole width. And so it made it really, really tight. So you have a lot of options with this sewing machine. But let's say there is a stitch that you want to make, and it's not here on this chart. So then I have a set of cams to go with the machine that do even more stitches that the machine doesn't have built in. And so this is a running diamond cam number 3. And you put the cam in here. Let's see if I can see there. Pop it in, and I believe that if we set this, I don't remember how to work the cams. Let's set it on special. And let's put this on B and see what happens. And we're getting that pattern, so I'm going to make the pattern wider. Does such a beautiful job. Look at that. Just really, really pretty. So you have more options with the set of cams. And let's say that you're wanting to do some garment making. Let's see, how do we take this cam out? I think you have to take it off a special. I might be wrong. I also have a slant shank buttonholer to go with the machine that has the instruction books, the buttonholer, and a whole variety of cams. And so you can make buttonholes really easily. These are the types of buttonholers that I grew up with, and I just absolutely love the buttonholes that the buttonholer attachments make. So to wind a bobbin, you put your thread here, put it through the thread guide that's right down here. I'm going to turn it so it's winding across the top. And you take a bobbin. This bobbin already has thread on it. And you lift up the bobbin winder. Wrap some thread around the bobbin. Disengage the clutch wheel. That'll keep the needle from moving, and then hold the bobbin winder against the wheel. That's how you wind a bobbin. Really easy. So to thread the machine, now you're not going to have to refer back to this video to thread the machine because there is a guide right here inside the nose of the machine, and it tells you exactly how to thread it. So we're going to go through this thread guide, through the tension disc, underneath the spring, lift the spring up to get the thread over the hook, thread guide, take-up lever, this thread guide, that one on the needle bar, and then thread the machine from front to back. And got it knotted, there we go. And then this has a drop-in 66 bobbin. These bobbins are really easy to come by. I think you can probably, probably get them at Joann's, but you can definitely get them on Amazon and eBay. And for this machine, you probably want to stay with a metal bobbin, and you can buy new ones for this machine because the bobbin winder is spring loaded, or it captures the spindle or the hole of the bobbin on the spindle with a spring, so you don't have to worry about these little holes on the side. And then insert the bobbin thread from over the top, hold the tail of the top thread to the back, and roll the hand wheel towards you and pick up your bobbin thread. So demonstrated some beautiful stitches on this machine and how it works. This is the Singer 401A. It comes with your extra disc and a buttonholer, and if it ends up in your home, I hope you thoroughly enjoy it.